Welcome back to Tyrants on the Field. We have an excellent game for you today. We have Cryx, led by Scaverous, against the mighty forces of nuKhador under Valarii Saverin. Going to be a fun one today. We're playing Invasion. And got a lovely house, a trench, a forest on the top of the screen. We have a cloud, an obstruction, a water feature, a wall, and another forest toward the bottom of the screen. Cryx has taken a bunch of fun stuff that I will go over in just a moment. The big thing here is Scaverous is also playing with Magnus the Unstoppable and Invictus. We have Erebus. We also have 2 Death Rippers in the battle group, 2 full boats of Banes, Derek Wraith, a Scarlock Thrall, and that is what Cryx is bringing, along with Blessing of the Gods, Hit and Run, Old Faithful, Power Swell, and Savagery. Everything powers up, and we get ready to go with Scaverous, played today by the wonderful Epic Gatsby, because I love that model more, and it's my channel. I'm going to do what I want. So he's going to teleport one of the Banes forward 2 inches, going to teleport Magnus forward 2 inches, and we're going to teleport, again, the other unit of Banes 2 inches forward, one of the representatives. So, fun thing about Scaverous is he is an absolute house this edition, much like he was last edition, despite his nerfs. So here Derek Wraith is going to get positioned, and there's going to be a little bit of a takesy-backsy on the teleport previously. Just change of the position on the one northern guy, because we didn't place him exactly right, and the intention was that they would both be in Derek Wraith's Death March field, and that's fine because this is a friendly game where we're just trying to show off what is fun and interesting about Warmachine, which is oh so much. So now we're going to go ahead and do some running. And the Banes are going to go ahead and Bane up the table. They are going forward, and the leadership is going behind the wall, and then the grunts, or the leaders, are going behind them, and the grunts are going up to the wall. And the Death Ripper number 1 is going to fly down the field next to him, maintaining a 14 within the 14-inch control range of Scaverous. Magnus is energizing himself, and Invictus, he is then casting Hellrot on Invictus for 2, camping 1. And then our boy Invictus is going to go ahead and run up into the zone, like you do. Then our other Bane is going to fly forward, placing a bunch of guys into the trench, and then some others behind it. And Erebus is running forward. The other Death Ripper just runs behind the 2 for options for teleport. And we go over to Khador. Khador is running today. A very fun list with Valarii Saverin, a Great Bear with a Heavy Cannon and Blasting Fist, a Great Bear with Heavy Cannon and Dozer, an AC-2 Bison, Magazev Zaryav Volkova, Prisoner 102822, a unit of Arcanist, a unit of Mana War Suppressors, and 2 unit of everyone's favorite Shock Trooper Gunners. real men's of genius. They're running Blessing of the Gods, Careful Reconnaissance, Hit and Run, Old Faithful, and Power Swell. So starting off, we are running the far unit of Shock Trooper Gunners behind the forest, and then the northern unit of Shock Trooper Gunners are also running behind the forest. Because we don't want to give line of sight, and with Careful Reconnaissance, we have the ability to kind of pop through, and if the Banes get too far forward, we can lay down some sprays, which is a lot of fun. So now Magazov comes forward just a little bit and gives guidance to the AC2 Bison. I move the Bison way too far forward here, but is in range, can see, and is going to go ahead and shoot one of the Banes not in the trench that is visible to it. And because we are Rat Bison, we miss that one, and we're just going to POW one of them with a POW 10. That will rocket, forcing a tough check. And makes the tough check. But now the plan has come to fruition. Now we hit because they're knocked down. And we're going to smoke the one that's knocked down. And we've got 2 POW 10s here. The first one is going to smoke that guy, and he's going to fail his tough check. And third one is also going to fail his tough check. So that was a decent Bison turn there, but I moved him just too far forward, so he's gonna get swamped soon. Which is one of the issues that I have with Bisons, is I'm playing them way too aggressively, typically. So Prisoner's going to run up again behind the forest, because I don't want to give the Banes a real charge target at this point, if I can help it. At least for next turn. I'm going to move up the 2 Great Bears slightly. The one closest to you on the screen is the one with the fist, and the dual shot one is on the right hand side. Just going to whack the terrain. This is what I'm really good at. Suppressors are going to move up behind the cloud. The Saveron's going to move up. Totally forget to use a battle action. He's going to put superiority up on the Jack with Claw. He's going to put escort on himself. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He does not put escort on himself. He thought about doing that, but instead puts a rock wall down in front of the Bison. It's a good thought if Banes weren't ghastly or weren't ghostly, sort of negating that issue, and then just making sure that the Banes can't get to me and the Banes can't get to me, which is good. And then back over for turn 2. So powering everything up, getting the full camp again. Magnus will upkeep Hellrite. Or Hellrot. And will allocate 2 to Invictus. So then we're reading through the feat, the Black Gate, for Scaverous, and basically making a decision if we're going to Black Gate this turn or not, and I believe that we do. Call forth the Black Gate, because sometimes you just need to punish your opponent and everyone around them. So first things first, Death Ripper is going to run up and get in position. And gets there. The other fun thing in this game, I am going to completely forget the soul mechanic for Scaverous, because it has been a minute since I played Cryx. So when you see me not collecting souls here, that is why. So we're feeding. Blackgate is up. Reduces the cost of the spells by 1, meaning I have one cost teleports. First thing we're going to do is Feast of Worms the Bison. We are going to boost. Hits. Put down our cloud. Important thing to remember, the Bison is a warrior model. Doesn't look like it, but it's a warrior model. So this would have produced a soul when this Bison dies here very shortly. But didn't do it. And we're going to go ahead and boost damage like you do. I think we end up doing 6 damage to it. No, 8 damage. 8 damage. We rolled pretty good on that. The main thing is getting the armor down. Buying some teleports. Here we're going to realize that I completely, 1, forgot to move the Scarlock. 2, last turn. I also didn't move up the... when I moved the Death Ripper, I moved it to the wrong side. I needed to move it closer. Otherwise, then I would have had a charge potential on... or at least been able to gum up the 2 Great Bears there and really put some hurt on the position. But didn't do that because I'm not smart. And we end up moving the other guy forward too. That we can see. And we're going to go ahead and move forward Derek Wraith too. Probably should have arguably put Magnus forward too, or Invictus forward too. But wasn't thinking great when we walked through it. So Banes are going to charge, and they're going to be able to charge in such a way that I get in to the shock trooper gunners on that side as well with a charge attack. My commander or my officer led the charge, and he has an axe attack on both. And then the unit's going to fan out a little bit. I go ahead and void here. I get to bring back 2 guys. They're not going to do anything. Sorry, I bring back 3 guys. They're not going to do anything this turn because they can't because of the void. But the other ones in the unit are able to do the charge attacks. So we're going to put the charge into big guy, and I roll very average here. Nothing insane, which I guess is good, but I sometimes just like to have those insane rolls, and not so much. So we're just going to keep doing workman-like damage. Here we have a charge on one of the shock trooper gunners. Goes down like an absolute champion, just totally blowing them off the face of the earth. And again, removing the other one. Leaving one alive, because I just don't have an attack into him. Totally flubbing a damage roll here, which is fun. You know, just doing a few more points to the wagon is good times. And we go ahead and bring it down to Xaxes. So they got it done. Banes do work, especially with Feast of Worms there. But I should have got a soul for this, and I did not. So that's your lesson, everybody. Remember that Scaverous can get souls, and Feast of Worms says warrior model, and the Bison is a warrior model, in case you were unawares. So that's what I learned today. All right, so we're going to do some shimmying and shaking and moving of Magnus's. But first, we're going to go ahead and see what we have to offer there. We're not seeing a ton. So instead, we're just going to make it so we can potentially score this zone next turn, or at the end of this turn. Force Khador to commit so that this Bane unit can unleash its wrath, which is always good. Go ahead and run in the Death Ripper into the zone just to set up for next turn a little bit. Was the thought here, at least to not give an immediate secession to them. And then Khador turn 2. Go ahead and power up. From a plan perspective here, the intention is to get the objective, potentially clear the zone and score it, because Derek Wraith is not in the zone. He's not even towing it. He did not have the movement to get into it from whence he was placed. So there's that. And now comes fire from above. Well, below, typically. I'm going to go ahead and aim, get 2 shots into this unit of Banes from the Shock Trooper Gunner. His POW 13 spray. He's going to hit. He's going to flub damage, or hitting, misses the middle guy, and then hits the end, but he does hit the captain, or does hit the officer, which is he hits the standard bearer here. So standard bearer dies. You're going to see me marking boxes. I'm going to roll a tough, and they're going to tough. But it's actually the standard bearer, and we realize this pretty quickly after. Then the other guy hits and fails his tough check. Second shot, because we're bosses. Hit. And hit. And just failing tough checks all over the place. Which is good. It's what you love to see it. So again, checking to ensure we played that part of it right, and just seeing have these guys are going to run, or sorry, not run, they're going to charge the Banes, starting with a bash attack. Sorry, that one did tough check. that last one tough checked, and we're trying to bash them, and we hit but failed to crack armor, because why would we crack armor? So we're going to roll up 2 shots. Seems appropriate. We will definitely hit, and we will absolutely annihilate them as they stand there on the ground. And nope, that's the standing one. He dies. Other one hits, and dead was the one that was on the ground. That was the charge attack, hitting and killing. Then rolling the shots. Shots. And don't roll many shots here, but it is going to be just enough to kill off the unit. And then we're going to hit and run the guy currently in Feast of Worms, because we don't want to be in Feast of Worms right now. We want to try and toe that zone to deny a cheeky quick point, or try to gain potentially a point, depending on how we go about this portion. The Arcanists go ahead and put 2 focus onto the one with the dozer, and another 2 focus on the one with the hand. I'm sorry, the dozer one is the closest one. He gets 2. So he's going to shoot the momentum cannon at the objective, and he is going to absolutely ace this damage roll and blow it off the map. It's a good time. So we're gonna boost it, and we're gonna roll. That's the to hit. And this is the this first dozer shot. Oh, these are dozers. That's right. But I put the 2 dozers into it first, and we shoot and kill this objective with the 2 dozer shots, scoring the point. And then we have the momentum cannon that we're going to put into our little Cryxian buddy with the other jack. So yeah, everything went into him. Then the hand one. No, Severin's going first. He's going to put kill shot onto, or kill order onto that guy. He's also going to put up tide of battle. He's going to jump back, and he puts up escort. And then under escort, he strides forward with his extra 2 inches. And this is where we get an absolute mighty blast for the ages. We're going to boost to hit with our momentum cannon, because we don't have anything else to do with the focus. Hits. He gets slammed back 4 inches, totally out of the zone. We're going to follow up. He's knocked down. We're going to follow up, and then we are going to be dice plus 2 for 18 damage, plus another 2 from the kill shot, thus removing all 20 boxes from that Death Ripper. And the moral of the story is, if you see a Death Ripper and you shoot it with a momentum cannon, it's probably going to die. And then we're going to Tide of War over into the zone to avoid them scoring it. Just tow in and provide a target. Try and avoid a double heavy charge here. Then our hero of the day is going to jump in, and he's going to run up, be right at the edge of that zone. And then we're going to careful reconnaissance our true heroes, the shock trooper gunners, who are going to get within 5 inches and just let go the flamethrowers. Just get all the guys. Get all as many guys as you can. We try to go after the one that gives us a line to the officer, and then we're going to proceed not to hit at all. So there's that. Or we get one of the guys. We get one guy. No, we hit in the officer toughs. So we hit 2 guys because I'm hitting. I did all the hitting and then I rolled the damage. That's what was going on there. Okay. Times you got to remember what you tried to do. All right. So we will score 1 for having the central zone with a jack on it, and we scored another 1 for the objective, so it's currently 2-0 in favor of Khador. So that's good. Yep, so we move over into turn 2. All right, and as we head into turn 3, it is Revenge of the Cryx about to happen now. So Khador has jumped out to a quick lead, 2 points to none at the bottom of 2. Top of 3, let's see how Cryx responds here. So going to come over, going to power up everybody. Going to upkeep Hellrot. Going to allocate focus. Going to let Feast of Worms drop. Like the beat. I'm going to allocate 2 to... Magnus is going to allocate 2 to Invictus. And we get ready for what promises to be a pretty eventful turn 3, all things told. So Feat's going to go away. He's going to fully load Erebus up. Within the maintenance phase. And just look to try to clear as much of what is going on as possible. So first things first, the Scarlock is going to wander around there, get into the zone, and is going to unleash an Excarnate onto the prisoner, who is spell warded. He should not be able to do this. We didn't realize that in the game, so no harm, no foul. He doesn't die from this, but yeah, this is a mistake. Sometimes you make them. Reading is fundamental. So, do an Excarnate. It's going to look like a Feast of Worms for a minute, and then we realize Feast of Worms is an upkeep. So there's a lot of mistakes here, and then we go back to it being an Excarnate. So there's some back and forth on this, because sometimes you're doing this late at night, and you forget things. That's just how it rolls sometimes. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. So don't pay too much attention. Nobody dies. So now the Banes are going to go. They're going to charge. And they're going to charge in such a way that they get charge attacks on everybody. And they're going to hit. And do a bunch of damage to the Great Bear with the Fist. Another one with the Great Bear with the Fist. Again, pretty good amount of damage. A little bit of flare there. Can't see again. Another charge attack, just sopping up the damage here. And another attack. Just really taking this Great Bear down. The Great Bear here is going to end up surviving on 3 boxes, because we really should put one more Bane into it. But sometimes you don't put the other Bane in, and that's a lesson learned. Always one more Bane than you think. And killing a shock trooper gunner here. It's not like that's hard, but that's what's going to happen. Is shock trooper gunner is going to die. There's going to be a lot of sadness, but that's what happens sometimes. Shock trooper gunners die. You tell him, Spider-Man. Okay, so now that did not go the way that Cryx had wanted it to. So now the plan is being determined of what happens. So Magnus is going to stride forward. He is going to be within 14 inches of the northernmost suppressor, and he is going to go ahead and boost a hit. He hits. He's going to boost the damage. Good old POW 14, and just rocks the damage for Xaxes, killing him outright. Because sometimes you just kill a suppressor outright with a rocket launcher, because you're Magnus the Unstoppable. He is truly unstoppable. So now Scaverous is going to go. He is going to teleport Derek Wraith 2 inches forward. He's going to teleport Erebus 2 inches forward, so that he can get where he needs to go to get in range of charging that objective to try and get a little bit of parity. And then we're walking back through everything we did, and we just run over and get the zone. Just run over, toe that zone, because caster counts as scoring. We're getting points. That's what we're doing. Scenario play. He's going to charge in. He's able to charge in such a way that he's able to get both. And going after the objective here, POW 17, dice off 1, and just rocks the damage. That's an 18. That is an 18. That is 3 6s. Because sometimes you roll 3 6s and one shot an objective. So congratulations to Cryx here on that feat of strength. Not even Festivus yet. They're already doing feats of strength. So they're going to go ahead and put some attacks into. Put the other attack into the Great Bear with the 2 guns and superiority, and just going to do some gnarly damage here. Nice hit, and then again gnarly damage. A lot of 6s. Rolling pretty strong today. So we're going to buy, hit again. This is a horrible dice cycle. Gotta work on that. But charges in. That's it. And all right, we jump back over to Khador, turn 3. So now Invictus is going. He strides forth and is going to put his rocket into the other. There, boost to hit, hits. And then we're going to boost the damage. Because of course we are. Because why wouldn't we? And does a fair amount of damage here. just checking to see if, or then we're going to go ahead and charge in the Reaper, or the Death Ripper. He's going to charge in, he's going to hit, and then the charge attack is going to take care of our boy down to the bits. So that feels real good. And then Cryx will score, and then we will actually get or we're buying an attack. I can see it a full boat into the other one, and now we'll get over to Khador turn 3. So finally getting back over the turn, we're going to go ahead and Old Faithful on the one with 3 left. After just a miracle save against Derek Wraith, Saverin is going to stride forward and pop feet and put kill order on everything. He's putting kill order on Erebus. He's putting a kill order on Derek Wraith, who's in between the two jacks. Derek Wraith missing his attack was pretty horrific. And then he's going to charge in, attack Erebus, and start doing some work. And he rolls a boatload of damage here on Erebus, which is going to help us out immensely. Taking out the sides, hitting again, boosting with the pistol, hitting with the pistol, and again doing a nice bit of damage with the pistol. And then buying an attack, buying and boosting, or buying to hit, or hitting and then boosting the damage. With the kill shot on there, really just doing a ton of damage, taking out the movement, which is huge for helping out get rid of this Erebus Jack that's there. So, remembering to Apparition, a little late, but doing it a little bit of a friendly game. So again, moving over, getting within 4, and telling him to shoot the Erebus in the face. Gladly obliges. Erebus takes it in the face. The kill shot, and does a bunch of damage here. Doesn't quite kill him off the ancillary attack, but nonetheless, they're going to move up. You're going to allocate him a focus. Going to allocate 2 focus to the one that's engaged with the fist. And we stride forth. So starting with our engaged one, who is going to attack Derek Wraith. Hits, punches him in the face. I'm sorry. No, this is my solo. This is prisoner 1028. 1028 kills the commander, or kills the officer, and then is going to just start eating this unit of Banes, as he is wont to do with Kill Spree. Continuing to climb it, continuing to move, and then getting to his next victim. Again, being mad 8, reach 2, you're hitting everything. And you're a weapon master. And you've got bloody, so you're just getting better as you go. And I'll leave the guy here for these guys who finally mop him up with their superpowers of blowing gas on people. So these shock trooper gunners are absolute heroes, and I will not have anyone disparage them any further. And any talk of doing so, I will not suffer. I will suffer not the heathen. So he's going to punch Derek Wraith in the face. I think actually this is the gun. I'm going to shoot Derek Wraith in the face. We do. And then we're going to boost damage and knock him off his perch. Like you do. Bringing him down to 1 box. Don't quite knock him off yet. Nope, we do. That's the last one. And getting his replacement miniature. There, his unmounted form, hitting him with the fist. Or missing him, and then hitting with the fist, and then this is the other one, and he's dead. Trying to remember what POWs are of things. Along with defenses and such, not the best. Sometimes you just are scrambling to figure out where you're at. Hits and dead. And attacking the Scarlock. Or no, attacking Erebus, killing Erebus off. Now attacking the Scarlock. Killing the Scarlock, so that we're going to be able to score 2 this turn. Our opponent, unfortunately, will be able to score 1. Because we forget to contest like an idiot. So we don't do anything here, and we should have just moved into the zone. It's a major mistake. Here we do a little bit of damage, 3 boxes, and that's it. No, we do not get into the zone because we're dumb. Because we're going to try and hit. We should have just ran to the zone. All we had to do was run to the zone. We're not smart. So we will go up 1, and Cryx will go. We will go up 2, and Cryx will go up 1. So Cryx starts off their turn. We have everybody powering up. We're going to give a full boat to Invictus from Magnus. And we have a Juicy Caster nearly in range of Magnus. Right now, definitely in range of his guns. With the Khador and Jack, definitely in range of teleported Magnus. We're going to go ahead and use Old Faithful here on the Ripper, Death Ripper, just because we don't really have any other place for it to go right now, and you might as well use your cards because you got them. which always feels good. Which always feels good, for sure. So, planning out the attack, we're going to go ahead and teleport Magnus, or teleport Invictus, rather. And teleporting Invictus. Then he's just going to move over and keep the camp. Activating this guy, he also allocated to the Ripper there. Ripper's going to go ahead and start chewing infantry as best he can. Yep, he's going to get the infantry going and takes off the remaining suppressor, buys an attack into the remaining gunner, and fails. So Magnus is going to stride forward. He's going to take a rocket shot at El Capitan. Boost, and just absolutely destroys the hit. Let's see if he can destroy the damage. He's going to take 5 off of that, still suffer a fairly decent amount here. Invictus is going to join the party. He's going to come up just short on the commander, but is going to be able to get there to attack the Jack, whose base is just within range. So he's going to try to put some damage into him. He's going to flub the charge roll, which is foreshadowing. Foreshadowing for sure here. Just bringing the authority hammer down on this Jack the best he can, despite missing that initial charge roll. So yeah, Invictus is going to fail here and not kill this Jack, but he is going to cripple it. He's going to take out the Cortex and take out both of the weapons. And remember, our old faithful's already spent, so that is not the best. So we get ready for shooting the rocket and the flamethrower into the captain, and doesn't do much. It does do some damage, but not enough to kill him. The flamethrower misses epically. It's quite comical. And yeah, just a comedy of errors here. As far as Invictus goes, he's just flailing away and not able to do much. So again, continuing his fight as best he can. Then we go ahead and score. Here at the top, Khador is going to score 1, and Cryx is going to score 1. So we put kill order onto Invictus and begin the ways of trying to get him out of here as we allocate some focus or using empower from the Arcanist, get the Jacks ready, and then we attempt to do a Razor Wind. We do a Razor Wind. We do not get the crit. We bring her over for the ancillary attack. We're going to hit because defense Magnus, or defense Invictus. We do some damage. Not a ton. But enough for things to start getting interesting. I'm sorry, don't put kill order on him yet. This is all prior to a kill order going on. Because again, now we activate him. Kill order goes on. We charge. We put Blessing of the Gods. And we prepare the way of destruction as best we can. So we're going to see if my boy Scaverous can go ahead and kill an Invictus. We'll see how it goes. The big issue here, though, is he probably shouldn't be doing this. He should probably be running away. And that would have been immensely better than what I end up doing here. So you can guess how this ends. So I'm going to spend a bunch of focus, and I'm going to hit him a whole bunch, and we'll see if we can kill this Invictus. We almost have. We're getting very close. Still got focus. Still attacking. Oh, we do a major hit there. Major damage. Major damage. One more. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. And he's dead, and I don't have enough for Tides of War, and I can't do hit and run on him because I did blessings. And now I'm within charge range of Magnus. So with camping 1. So let's see if your math and my math is the same. We're going to go ahead and score here each side. So we're going to do that real quickly. So we just get molly-whopped here by Invictus. First thing that happens is Scaverous is going to scuttle up. He's going to throw down a Feast of Worms. Boost to hit, boost damage. Takes off the focus. And then we charge in with Magnus. Magnus boost to hit, hits, boosted damage from the charge on the armor pierce. And that is enough to send Scaverous back to the library to figure out what he's doing with his life. So thank you again for watching. Cryx takes it down with a final score of 7-5. Thank you and have a wonderful day on Assassination.